So let's go ahead and find a comfortable seated position, whatever that means for you. Allow your spine to be nice and long. Close the eyes. Start to check in with the breath. And just notice what's going on through the nervous system. Notice what's going on with your breath. I was having a conversation with my mom a few days ago, and we were talking about settling, and how settling has this horrible connotation in our society, how it means that once you settle, then nothing will ever get better. But there is a maturity in accepting where you are and settling for the imperfection of this moment, because it's in our childhood where we think only perfection is good enough. And so I would encourage you today, as we move through each of these poses, I'm going to give variations. I'll give you the simplest variation and then walk you through a more advanced, maybe more advanced, more advanced. But I would really encourage you today, with each variation that I give, really allow yourself to settle into that variation before moving on to the next. Because there's a lot of power in accepting where we are now so that we can do the work to then move forward. But that takes the humility of first settling in with where you are by settling. So with that in mind, take a huge inhale in through the nose. Slow exhale out the nose. Deep breath in for 3, 2, 1. Slow exhale out. 3, 2, 1. Inhale in, reach the crown of the head a little higher. Exhale, keep that length, relax the shoulders, knees, and hips. Inhale in deeply, let the belly and diaphragm fill up. Slowly exhale out, push the belly back toward the spine, push out all that old stale air. Take a deep inhale in, let the back of your body expand just as much as the front of your body. Slowly exhale out, reverse that motion. And in the same way as you inhale in, let the sides of the body, the ribs, expand out. And exhale, feel that reverse. Inhale the arms out and up. Bring the palms together, exhale them down in between the eyes. May your practice cultivate enlightened thoughts. Inhale, exhale, the hands in front of the mouth. May your practice cultivate enlightened speech. Inhale, exhale, the hands in front of the heart. May all of your practices cultivate an enlightened heart. If you're not already there, find your way to crossing your legs. And then cross the right leg over the left. So either an easy pose or an adept's pose. Bring that right foot up to that left shin. And take an inhale in, reach the crown of the head a little higher. Exhale and release. Inhale the arms out to the side. Take a few deep breaths. Spread the thumb away from the pinky. Allow the right ear to come down toward the right shoulder. Reach your fingers out and away. Roll your shoulder blades down and back. Try and tuck your shoulder blades down into pockets back behind you. Let that right ear get a little closer down to the right shoulder. Feel long through the left side of the neck. Inhale, bring everything back to center. Reach the fingers up. Exhale, reach the left hand back down in between your shoulder blades. Grab onto that left elbow with the right hand. Breathe, feel long. Maybe reach that right hand around the back, reaching up for those left fingers. Settling in wherever you are. Taking deep breaths, long through the spine. Take one more big inhale in. Exhale, unwind. Reach the left hand straight up, take the right hand back behind you, place it down close into your sit bones, and place the left hand on the outside of the right thigh, and twist. Pushing down with that right hand, lengthening through the spine. A few deep breaths. And if you would like, you can reach your right hand behind your back, reaching for the top of the right foot, settling in wherever you are. A few deep breaths, same long inhales, long exhales. Take one more inhale in. Exhale, slowly unwind. Reach down, grab your shins, inhale, still the heart out. Gaze up, roll the shoulders back, exhale, pull against your shins in the center of your back, far back behind you. Inhale, rolling forward, huge inhale in. Exhale, rolling back. Inhale, reach the spine long. Change the crossing of your legs, either with that left leg on top in easy pose or pull that left foot up to the right thigh. Let the spine be long. Take a huge inhale in. Slowly exhale it out. Inhale, reach the arms out to the side. Feel the length through the thumb and pinky finger. Length through the fingers. Roll the shoulder blades down and back. Same deep breaths. Allow the left ear to come down toward the left shoulder. Reach the palms a little farther away. Lengthen from the shoulder all the way through the ear. Long inhales, long exhales. Allow yourself to settle in. Spread the fingers a little more, roll the shoulders back a little more. Inhale, reach the fingers up, coming back through center. Take the right hand down in between the shoulder blades. Grab onto that elbow with the left hand. Sit up just as tall as you were before. Don't allow the chin to come down towards your chest. Settling in here or reaching that left hand behind your back, reaching for those right fingers. Same deep breaths. Sitting tall. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, reach those right fingers up. Place that left hand back behind you. Place the right hand on the outside of the left thigh and twist. Same deep breaths. Pushing down to that left hand to get a little longer. Deep inhale in. Maybe reaching that left hand behind your back, reaching for those left toes. Same long inhales, long exhales. Twisting a little deeper with each exhale. Inhale, twist a little deeper, lengthen a little more. Exhale, slowly unwind. Let your feet come out in front of you. Pull the flesh away from your sit bones. Maybe give your legs a little massage. Release the legs, pull the toes back toward you. Line your second toe up with your ankle, lined up with your knee, lined up with your hip. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, lead with the heart, down toward the toes. If you can, grab a peace grip around your toes, hold on to your ankles. Take an inhale, shine the heart up. Try and pull your belly button forward, tilt the pelvis forward. And then exhale, rounding down. Inhale, coming up, lengthen, pull against your legs or toes. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, reach and lengthen. And exhale and round. Take a few deep breaths. Deep in a forward fold. Don't worry about going to your most extreme, but just allowing yourself to settle in. Just allow these sensations. Release wherever you can, through the hips, through the back. Keep the toes active, pulling back toward you. Same long inhales, long exhales. Keeping the head heavy, start to roll up, one vertebra at a time. Bring your knees up into your chest. Find that little balance in between your sit bones and your tailbone. Grab underneath your knees, let your shins come parallel to the earth, start to flex and point the toes. Same deep breaths. Notice if there's any round in the spine, roll the shoulders back. Point the toes, release the hands. Same deep breaths. And straightening the legs as much as you can. Same long inhales, long exhales. Bring the hands together. Take an inhale in, exhale the hands over to the right. Inhale through center, exhale the hands to the left. Inhale to center, exhale to the right. Inhale through center, exhale to the left. Inhale through the center one more time. Exhale slowly, pull the knees back up into your chest. Roll the feet around, back behind you. Come onto your elbows underneath your shoulders. Spread the fingers, press down through the whole palm. Roll the shoulders back, push down with the tops of the feet. Pull the elbows back towards your hips to release your core, maybe even rocking from side to side. Take a deep breath. And releasing all the way down to the mat. Take your left hand underneath your left shoulder. Take your right hand out to the right side, lined up with the right shoulder. Bend the left knee, send that heel up and over. Pressing down so much with that right palm that the right forearm comes slightly up off the earth. Keeping that right shoulder active as well as opening. Deciding to settle in here or reach those left fingers up and back like you're trying to lay the back of your left hand down on the right. Same deep breaths. Slowly begin to unwind, coming back through center. Take your right hand underneath your right shoulder, left hand out to the left side, lined up with that left shoulder. Bend that right knee, send that right heel up and over, keeping that left hand active, pushing down into the earth, settling here or reaching that right arm up and back. Same deep breaths. Long inhales, long exhales. Warming up through the shoulders, the collarbones, the fingertips. Slowly coming back to center. Bring your hands underneath your ribs. Begin to engage the low back. Lift the chest, push down with the tops of the feet. Roll the shoulders back. If there's any pinching in the back of your neck, pull your chin back. Same deep breaths. Start to lift your hands up off the earth. Engage your low back and then interlace your hands back behind you. Lift your wrists up off the sit bones. Roll the shoulders back a little more. Bring your big toes together and heels up into the sky. Same long inhales, long exhales. One more inhale in, get everything a little higher. Exhale, releasing down, turn one cheek down onto the earth. Place your palms down by your hips. If it's alright, on your elbows, bring your hands slightly underneath your thighs. You can have your chin down on the earth or turn one cheek down. Begin to engage your right leg, right hamstring, starting to lift it up into the sky. Maybe bending that left knee, placing the right knee on top of the left foot. Modified Shavasana. If you come up to that support, either settle in or see if you can get that right knee up off the left foot. Slowly begin to unwind. Turn one cheek down on the earth if you would like, or if it's alright on your neck, place the chin down. Engage through the left leg, through the low back, start to lift that heel, toe up into the sky. Maybe settling in here or bending that right knee, placing the left knee on top of the right foot. Same deep breaths. Maybe engaging that left leg, getting that left knee up off the right foot. Same deep breaths. And slowly releasing all the way down. Begin to engage both legs just for a few breaths. Get the heels, toes high. See if you can keep the legs as straight as you can. Engage the low back and release. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Big toes together. Push yourself up. Knees out to the side and back. Child's pose. Should feel really nice on that low back after all that work. Just allow it to release and relax, maybe shifting from side to side. On an inhale, find your way to tabletop. Spread the fingers. Let the knees be hip distance apart, lined up with your toes. Let the knees be slightly behind the hips. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale and reverse. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, roll the shoulders back, spread the fingers, pushing down with the tops of the feet. Exhale, reversing it out. Keep that pressure going as you inhale, dropping the belly, lift the heart. Exhale and reverse. Slowly start to sit back on your heels. Make a little pillow with your mat. Place your knees on the pillow. Notice if your toes are starting to sickle in toward each other. Still trying to line up that second toe with your heel and ankle. Really spread the toes, pushing down with each and every toe. Start to engage the core. Sitting back, feeling the toes engage through the fronts of the feet, fronts of the shins. This is really a great stretch for chronic sprained ankles, shin splints. The more that you can lean back and engage your core, just keep those toes spread, maybe taking some of the weight out of the knees, stopping anywhere along the way, settling in. And gently release. Bring your hands out in front of you. Spread the fingers pointing up into the sky. Engage your triceps, but roll your shoulders back. And then start to roll the wrists, pull the fingers in. And then release the fingertips down. Spread the fingers, trying to reach your palms toward the front of your mat, but pulling your fingertips down toward the earth. And then roll the wrists one more time. Pull the fingers in and then release them back up into the sky. Roll the wrists, roll the fingers, release the fingertips down. Spread the fingers, and then roll the wrists, pull the fingers in, roll them all the way up. Keep the arms engaged, and then release. Allow the right ear to come down toward the right shoulder. Feeling long through the left side and grounding down through your toes, spreading your toes, pushing down the tops of the feet. Take the left hand behind your back, either staying here or grab onto those left fingers with the right hand and pull those left fingers forward. Relax the right shoulder down, relax the left shoulder down. Keep spreading the toes, pushing down with each and every toe. And then start to keep that right ear down toward the right shoulder and turn the gaze up, opening up through the jaw, the collarbone. And then turn the gaze down, opening up through the back of the neck, down through that left scapula. And then release. Back to center. Left ear down towards your left shoulder. Relax the right arm and reach it back behind you. Deciding to settle here or grab onto those fingers with the left hand. Pull the right fingers forward. Really releasing through the right side, the neck and shoulder. Spreading the toes, activating through the feet. Turn the gaze up, releasing through the front of the neck down to that right collarbone. And turn the gaze down, releasing through the back of the neck down through that right scapula. Slowly coming back to center. Place your hands out in front of you. And then release the little pillow you've made in your mat. And tuck your toes. Should feel really nice through the ankles. Sit back on the heels. Be sure the pinky toes are involved on each side and they're tucked under. Let the heels be sitting right into your glutes so they're not collapsing out to the sides. And if this is enough here, just settle in. Otherwise, start to send your knees a little farther forward, like you're trying to get your ankles to come down toward the earth, really opening up through the toes and the bottoms of the feet. Same deep breaths. Walk your hands forward into tabletop. Inhale, lift the hips, and then slowly release the heels down for downward facing dog. You can bend one knee and then the other if you would like, releasing the heels down, rocking from side to side, really spreading the fingers, grounding down through the tips of the fingers. Turn the triceps in toward each other, sink the heart. And then inhale, rolling forward for plank. Exhale down, chaturanga, shoulders wailed over the fingertips, elbows in. Inhale, rise, your back bend of choice. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling forward to plank. Exhale, floating down, chaturanga. Inhale through and up, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, rolling forward. Exhale, floating down. Inhale through and up, and exhale back, downward facing dog, or child's pose, however you would like to take a few deep breaths. Deep inhales, long exhales. Noticing your breath. Find your way back to downward facing dog if you're not there already, and then walk your hands back towards your feet, gazing down towards your toes. Check the alignment of the second toe with the ankle, knee, and hip. Bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, coming halfway up with a flat back. Exhale, releasing down, pulling against the backs of your legs. Inhale, coming halfway up, transfer the weight toward your heels. Exhale, releasing down, transfer the weight toward the balls of your feet. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale and release. This time as you inhale, bend deeply into the knees. Keep your chest under your thighs. Reach your fingers straight out in front of you. Deep breaths. On your next inhale, inhale up, Utkatasana. Same long inhales, long exhales. Find that nice neutral spot for your pelvis so it's not sticking out behind you or tucked underneath you. And exhale, lead with the heart and down to the toes. Walk the hands back out, but keep them about 6 inches shorter than usual. Reach the right hand back for the outside of the left ankle and pull yourself in, gazing up underneath that left tricep. Grounding down through the heels. And release the right hand down, reach back with the left. Placing both hands down, walking back, downward facing dog. Inhale the right heel up. Exhale, knee to nose, softly place that right foot down near the right hand. Line that ankle up underneath the right knee, coming up to your fingertips. Take the weight out of your fingers. Bring your hands to your hips and come up. Find that one spot in front of you. Same deep breaths. Find that focal point. Pull the hips forward. Engage the core. Reach the fingers up. Interlace except for the index finger. Start to turn the gaze up. Maybe slightly leaning back. And pull that left hip forward. Reach that left heel back. Very nice. And right hand, right thigh. Left arm up and over. Deciding to settle in here or reach that left hand down in between your shoulder blades. Maybe reach that right hand back for those fingers. Same deep breaths. Inhale, coming back, crescent pose. Exhale, place that left heel down, open up, warrior two. Be sure that right knee's right out over the right toes. Place the right elbow down on that right thigh, left arm up and over. Pull that right hip under. Take an inhale here. Exhale, start to come up to the ball of the left foot. Place both hands down on the inside of the right foot. Place that left knee down and tuck the toes. Deciding if you'd like to settle in here or come down to your forearms. And then release the head, neck, and shoulders. Let the head be heavy. Finding those same deep breaths. Getting into that hip. Settling in. Slowly coming up to your hands, tuck the left toes. Send the right foot gently back and up. Point into the right toe. Keep that right foot floating. Inhale, coming forward to plank. Exhale, floating down, chaturanga. Inhale, through and up. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale that left foot up. Exhale, bring it forward and through. Place it down near the left hand, finding that alignment of ankle, knee, and hip. Coming up to your fingertips, take the weight out of the hands, start to roll the shoulders back. When you feel stable here, hands to your hips and come up. Same long inhales, long exhales. Noticing any thoughts or worries. Letting them go, settling in, pulling the hips forward, engaging the core. Interlace the hands up above you, except for that index finger. Maybe settling in here or turning the gaze up. Maybe slightly leaning back, pulling that right hip forward, same deep breaths. Let the left hand come down, reach that right arm up and over. Settling in here, opening up through that right hip and right psoas, or maybe bring that right hand down. Maybe reaching back with the left fingers. Same deep breaths. Inhale up, crescent pose. Exhale, place that right heel down, open up, warrior two. Engage the pelvic floor, line it up with the long side of the mat. Left elbow, left thigh, right arm up and over. Same long inhales, long exhales. One more inhale in. Exhale, start coming up to the ball of that right foot. Place both hands down on the inside of that left foot. Place the right knee down and tuck the toes. Staying here, settling in, or maybe coming down one forearm at a time. Stopping anywhere along the way so that you can release the head, neck, and shoulders. Find those same deep breaths. Allowing yourself to settle. And then tuck the right toes as you're ready. Just lift that knee for a moment. Notice if it's in line with those toes back behind you. Place the knee back down in line. Untuck the toes. Release the hips a little farther forward. And then placing the hands down. Tuck the right toes. Send that left foot up and back. Point the left toe. Keep it floating as you inhale forward to plank. Exhale down, chaturanga. Inhale through and up. Exhale back, downward facing dog or child's pose. Take a few deep breaths. Allowing your body to settle into this space. Very nice. If you're not already there, meet us back in downward facing dog. Inhale that right heel up. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders out over your fingertips. Inhale that right heel back up. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, engage the obliques. Inhale that heel up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale that heel up. Exhale, knee to nose. Softly place the right foot down near the right hand. Let your fingertips come a little farther out in front of you and take the weight forward and up. You can stay here focusing on bringing that left hip down so it's right next to the right. Or maybe bring your hands to heart center, finding that focal point. Maybe the arms out to the side or out in front of you. Same deep breaths, same long inhales and long exhales, trying to float in the sky, settling in. Take one more inhale in. Exhale, place the hands down, bend into the right knee, send that left foot back, let the toes remain facing forward, a little shorter than your usual lunge, and start to straighten the front leg, parallel your hips toward the front of the mat, bring your hands to your shins, and then maybe start to make your way down that leg in pyramid. Nice. Same deep breaths. Deciding to stay here, you can leave those left fingertips down, reach the right fingers up. And again, settling in here or bending into that right knee, take the weight forward and up. Same long inhales, long exhales. Settling in wherever you are. One more inhale in. Exhale, float back to your lunge. Send that right foot up and back. Release that hip however you would like. And heading down through vinyasa, inhale forward to plank, exhale down, chaturanga. Inhale through and up. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale the left heel up. Exhale knee to nose. Inhale that heel up. Exhale left knee, right elbow. Inhale that heel up. Exhale left knee, left elbow. Inhale that heel up. Exhale knee to nose. Softly place that foot down near the left hand, checking all of that same alignment, heel, toe. Take the fingers out in front of you. Take the weight forward and up. Decide to keep the fingertips down on the earth, working on bringing that right hip down so it's right next to the left. Or maybe bring the hands to heart center. Maybe out to the sides, out in front of you. Same long inhales, long exhales. Try to settle in. Find those same deep breaths. Slowly allow yourself to bend into that left knee. Reach the right toes back, pointing toward the front of your mat. Find your way into your pyramid, maybe hands on the shins. At first, to feel that right hip coming forward, left hip coming back. And start to let the fingertips come down toward the earth. Long inhales, long exhales. Deciding to settle in here or keep the right fingers down, reach the left fingers up. And again, settling here, or take the weight forward and up by bending into that left knee, coming in to Parivrita Ardha, stopping anywhere along the way, listening to your breath, finding where you can settle in. Slowly find your way back to the lunge. Send that left foot up and back. Place it down next to the right. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale down, chaturanga. Inhale through and up. Exhale back, downward facing dog or child's pose. A few deep breaths. Allow the body to settle for a moment, but keep your heart rate going. Keep the muscles warm, the joints warm. As you're ready, find your way into downward facing dog. Inhale the right heel up. Exhale, bring it forward and through. Place it down. Find your way into warrior two, placing that back heel down. Lead with the left fingers, finding all of that same alignment, hips to the long side of the mat. Engage the core, relax the shoulders, knees out over the toes, and right elbow, right thigh, left arm up and over. Maybe reaching the right fingers down, left fingers up. Find where you can settle in. Bind if it's in your practice. Finding each step along the way so you can settle with your breath. Settle in your muscles. Then inhale all the way back. Peaceful warrior. Straighten that front leg. And reach with the right fingers. Tuck the right hip under, left hip back. Trikonasana. Maybe starting with that hand on your shin to settle in here. Pulling that right hip under a little more. Maybe letting the fingers start to drift down towards your toes. Settling in here, and then maybe let the hand get a little closer down to the earth. Same deep breaths. Deciding to stay here, finding a little more settle. Or bring that left hand to your hip, bend into the right knee, take the weight forward and up. Ardha Chandrasana. Finding your balance, maybe trying to float up off those right fingers. Settling in here. Maybe reaching the right fingers for that right shin, same deep breaths. One more inhale in wherever you are. And then exhale, bend into that right knee. Come into that lunge. Send that right foot back and up. Release that hip. Place it down next to the left. Inhale, rolling forward to plank. Exhale, down. Inhale, through and up. Exhale, back. Downward facing dog. Inhale that left heel up. Exhale, bring it forward and through. Warrior two on the other side. A few deep breaths. Settle into your warrior two. Engage the pelvic floor, the legs, the toes, fingers. And left elbow, left thigh. Right arm up and over. Finding which variation you would like to settle into. Maybe those fingers down. Maybe reaching back for the bind. Stopping anywhere along the way. Listen to your breath. Settling in, pulling that left hip in. And then inhaling all the way back. Peaceful warrior. Straighten that front leg. Reach with the left fingers and down. Maybe starting at that shin. Slowly finding those fingers getting a little closer to your toes. As you find those same deep breaths. Deciding to stay here or bring that right hand to your hip. Bend into the left knee, weight forward and up. Find that variation where you can settle, where you can breathe deep. Slowly find your way all the way back to that lunge. Send that left heel up and back. Head down through a vinyasa, inhaling forward, exhaling, floating down. Inhale through and up. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale the right heel up. Exhale, bring it forward and through. Place the left knee down and tuck the toes. Walk the right foot over to the left side of your mat. Let that right knee come down. You can bring that left knee up if you would like, even rolling onto your back. Crossing that right ankle over the left knee. Find your pigeon prep. Start to release through that right hip. Start to allow your heart rate to decrease, your breath to be long and strong. Settling into that hip. Settling into your breath. Slowly start to come up to your hands, making your way over to the other side. Tuck those left toes, gently send that right foot back. Release that right hip and bring the left foot forward. Place the right knee down. Prepare for the other side. You can bring that right knee up if you would like. Modified pigeon or roll onto your back. Cross that left ankle. Find whichever variation you can settle into. Really feeling the depth and that stretch in the left hip. Feeling your breath deep. So you can start to release into this pose, into that hip. Slowly come up to your hands. Tuck the right toes. Gently send that left foot up and back. If you're on your back already, just go ahead and stay there. Come into one final downward dog. And then make your way through plank and roll down on your back. Let the soles of your feet come together, knees fall out to the side, right hand to your heart, left hand to your diaphragm. A few deep breaths, allow yourself to settle in. It's one of my absolute favorite poses. It's nice to feel your heartbeat with your right hand, your breath with your left. You can start to feel that heartbeat slow down. And then decide if you would like to settle in here or bring your hands down by your hips, pull your knees together up into your chest and up over your head. And come into plow if you would like to invert today. Otherwise, just keep releasing down, Supta Baddha Konasana. And then if you would like, bring your hands high up on your back, toes up toward the sky. Same deep breath, settling in wherever you are. If you've come up for the inversion, slowly make your way back out. Rolling down. Everyone pull your knees up into your chest. Let the soles of your feet come down toward the earth. Push your heels down, lift your hips up, tuck one shoulder blade and the other and bridge. Or if you'd like, bring your hands under your shoulders for Urdhva Dhanurasana. You've had enough of back bends. Bring your feet up to the balls of your feet. Roll down one vertebra at a time. Pull your knees up into your chest. Rock from side to side. Release the low back. Straighten the left leg out onto the earth. Hold that right knee in. Pull the right knee over the body with the left hand. Release the right hand down. Allow the shoulders to settle down. Allow your hips to release and relax. Finding those deep breaths. Allow yourself to settle down. And slowly coming back through center, pull that left knee in. Straighten the right leg out. Fold the left knee over the body. Allowing the body, the mind to settle. Just be right where you are. And slowly coming back through center. And extend out into our final Shavasana. The legs be long, the arms be long. Let your toes fall away from each other. Tuck one shoulder blade and then the other. Push the crown of the head long. Release your jaw, your tongue. I like to do little physical adjustments, so if you're open to that, let your palms stay up. If you'd rather conserve your energy, you can tuck your hands underneath you or place your palms down, and I'll let you be. Start to feel through your nervous system all of the work that we've done. Let all of those sensations through the body begin to settle in, to find a home. And then feel yourself releasing and relaxing your body, getting heavy and melting down, settling into the earth. Allow yourself this time of integration, this time of healing. It's time just for you to allow yourself to breathe, allow yourself to be. Slowly find your way back. Invite your breath back in. Become aware of your nervous system. Become aware of your breath. And listening to your body, decide if you would like to continue to settle down into the earth or start to activate the body however feels natural. Maybe rolling on to one side or the other. And staying down on the earth, or find your way back to that same comfortable seated position. Wherever you are, notice if your nervous system is just a little calmer. Your breath is coming a little easier. If your thoughts seem just a little bit further apart. And maybe it's just a little easier to settle in right where you are. Inhale the arms out and up. Bring the palms together, exhale them down in between the eyes. May your life be filled with enlightened thoughts. Inhale, exhale the hands in front of the mouth. May you always have the patience for enlightened speech. Inhale, exhale the hands in front of the heart. May your heart have the healing it requires to live an enlightened life. Namaste. Take your time. There's no rush. I just want to thank you all so much for allowing me to guide you. It really is a pleasure every time. As most of you know, these are all donation-based classes. For those of you at home, there's a button on your screen. For those of you here, there's a little donation station on your way out. We ask that you honor the suggested $15 donation if you're able, or leave whatever you can so we can continue to spread this to the world. I hope that you will allow this sense of settling in, of accepting where you are, to seep into your life. So often we'll leave all this wonderful work on our mat. And it's a wonderful thing, that sense of acceptance and allowing. So don't be too hard on yourself. Have a wonderful day, week, month, and life. I hope to see you all again very soon. Namaste.